doing cocaine alone and all that shit. It's just not a cool place, homie.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like,
yeah, that's rough.
You're not like, cool, this is fun.
Yeah.
So you're just like, fucking, you're just like a lab rat, just numb. Like you said, numbing. You go back to that. You go on stage, have your little thing, and then you're going right back to the fucking.
Yeah. Doing coke with no chicks around. It's like, what am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Yeah, like my friend Guy Stevenson, who was a Marine, and he wrote on Mad TV when I was a cast member. His use really hit when he was like in the barracks because they're so fucking bored. If someone gets some shit, they're like, yeah. And he's just sitting around with a bunch of dudes. They're all in their underwear doing coke, and he's like, wow. Yeah, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Oh man, this sucks.
What are we doing? Like none of us are gay. This is bullshit.
Yeah, we're all in our underwear, man. A bunch of straight dudes in our underwear. Cool. Let's do another line.
Happen.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tank Top Talks. I'm your host, Matt Braunger of Tank Top Talks. Tank tops are ridiculous, but they feel good. And the reason why they feel good is because they're fucking ridiculous. Frankie, let's talk about your tank.
Yeah, man. This is a classic. I buy these by buy them like 10 at a time. They're pretty comfortable. And then obviously I do a character creeper.
I mean, it's perfect. That's why I'm like smiling. I'm like, it's fucking creeper. There he is.
It's a little wink at creeper real quick.
Dude, and like let's get into that like real quick because that's like you've blown up in the last year. 2 years. Like you already had a bunch of stuff, like viral and stuff, but I mean like just went I think it's dope to see. I think I really fucking love it. But it was like when you put that on, I was like, hey, it's Creeper. Like you just came out, weren't you in the Emmys as Creeper?
I presented at the I presented 2 Emmys as Creeper.
Dude.
Yeah, I know, that was crazy. That they asked me to do it, and I was like, okay, I got to get a tux and, start doing all that, preparing like something. And then they hit me up like less than a day later. And then one of the producers of the Emmys was like, would you be willing to do it as Creeper? And I was like, hell yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
I was like, and they were like, we'll get you we're going to get you a special made black tank top tux,
Oh, that's dope.
Like get a tux printed on it. I mean, like a tux print, but it was like legit, bro. Yeah,
that's cool.
I was gonna wear that one, but I don't want to get too dressed up.
That's fine. I get it. I'm glad, dude. Just to paint the picture for people listening or watching, like you got out of a big old like black Durango or something like that with your cousin. Yeah. And you have so much stuff. Like, where are you coming from? What is your day right now? What happened?
No. Well, we came from the airport and then we went to the Lakers family like picnic. It was like the Lakers do a thing every year, that they invite like friends and family to.
Very cool.
So it's cool. So they, you get like they give away like these huge gift bags and stuff.
Oh yeah. So
we're like rolling deep with it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, all right, we got to go see Matt now,
Dude, I appreciate you taking the time out to do this.
No, thanks for having me, man.
Because you're like slammed right now. You got the new special coming out, or it came out.
Yeah, it came out. Yeah,
I haven't caught it yet, but I want it.
It's all good.
Like I was gonna tell this. I had you on the. I wanted you to have you on the show. Just have you on the show because you're dope and you're a good dude and you're a good friend. But also, like, I wanted to just tell the story real quick of when we did that show at at Permanent Records. We did that comedy show.
Yeah.
And I was second to last. You were last. Mm-hmm. And I did, kind of like, or no, fuck that. I had to follow you. I had to follow you, and it sucked because I just had like dick around stuff, and you had like a perfect. We all did like 20 minutes. Everything in it fit. Everything in it. Like it was like you went through the substance problems. You went into that like. That line you have where you're like the roots of my addiction, childhood trauma, like of course, isn't it always? Boo, so boring. Just that tone, and you crushed, and it was so fun to watch. But I got up after and was kind of like I want to do my set, but I kind of want the show to end right there. Like, you know what I mean? Because it was so tight. Like you landed it. On that the carne asada line, which is so fucking good, man, and so real, and it's like when people really can dig out something so hurtful and make it hilarious. That line is a great judo flip. It's great because it's just they invited him.
I know, and selfishly, that's probably the most therapeutic part of a stage of me working that out
Mhm.
personally.
Yeah.
You know, was making a joke about it and then having like a room full of strangers laughing about it. It's just like this weight comes off you, you know what I'm saying?
It's
But
freeing.
but it was really hard to get to that point. And I think around that time, if I'm remembering correctly, like I was in the thick of like starting to take those steps of like,
right.
you know, telling my family about it, like going to get treatment and all that stuff. I think that was around that time, so it was kind of like probably just like fresh and just like, oh, here you go.
Yeah. That's so. I mean, it's like it's
Yeah.
twofold. You're dealing with making this massive change in your life, but also got to tell your family about this thing to kind of heal the old wounds. And that's boy, that's got to be tough, man. Like, and it seems like you're kind of come out on the other side of like you seem lighter.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah. No,
you know,
for sure.
You were still chill. You were still like you weren't. You didn't look like you had a black cloud over your head or anything like that.
No. I was probably already. I think I was still battling a little bit around that time, but I made it out. Okay, you know, sobered up, got off the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, started doing the work on myself and all that. But it was kind of cool to have stand up as an outlet to get some of that out, and then that challenge of making it funny too. You know, so it was cool.
Dude, and that's the thing. You never forgot that because I've seen a lot of comedians make that choice or make a choice to go through, say a divorce or whatever, and they just become like really angry on stage.
Yeah, they get bitter.
Like, yeah, because you still want that same. That theory's been said a lot is why comedians get into alcohol and drugs so much is because we want the thrill to continue.
Yeah,
so you crush. And you're like, well, now I'm alone. I still want to feel good, and I'm going to get rid of the voices in my head. So I'm going to get drunk, or I'm going to use, or whatever. So, I think they know they have to make whatever this change is or something, happened. But then they have this chip on their shoulder where it's like, well, you better fucking laugh. Because I don't have anything else. You know what I mean?
You better fucking laugh, motherfuckers. Yeah.
You didn't have any of that. You know what I mean? And it was you like clearly from what you're saying, you had this struggle you went through and stuff, but that didn't come off on stage. You went up there just light as air. When I saw you, I was just like, it was nice. It was just like like I wasn't dead up mad, but like I said, but I was I was like, fuck. That set is clean. It's so good. Everything links. You know what I mean?
I was probably I was probably at a stage where everything was lining up as far as like working out a set or getting that out there, getting comfortable saying those things on stage and just making it funny. But when I'm on stage, that's some time I'm like most alive or most free, whatever you want to call it.
100%.
So even if I was like in a dark space, it's like that's my light right there, is being on stage and then making other people laugh or getting that whatever validation from them or like, oh, they like me. Cool. They accept me even though I'm all fucked up.
Validation. Yeah. And have you noticed that? Isn't it wild how like you could be sick, you get on stage and you feel normal, and you get off stage and you're like, oh, the flu is killing me.
Yeah, same kind of vibe.
Crazy.
Same kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You're dealing with some demons, like especially towards the thick of my addiction, especially doing. Doing cocaine alone and all that shit is just not a cool place, homie.
Yeah.
It's like, like,
that's rough.
You're not like, cool, this is fun.
Yeah.
So you're just like fucking, you're just like a lab rat, just numb, like you said, numbing fucking pain out or whatever it is, homie, that you're doing.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you go back to that. You go on stage, have your little thing, and then you're going right back to the fucking,
just
say,
yeah. And it's crazy. Like doing coke, doing coke with no chicks around is like, what am I doing?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? Yeah, like my friend Guy Stevenson, who was a Marine, and he wrote on Mad TV when I was a cast member, and he got sober, years before, but he was like telling me the story of like when his use really hit when he was like in the barracks because they're so fucking bored. If someone gets some shit, they're like, yeah. And he's just sitting around with a bunch of dudes, they're all in their underwear doing coke, and he's like, wow. Yeah, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Oh man, this sucks.
What are we doing? Like none of us are gay. This is bullshit.
Yeah, we're all in our underwear, man. A bunch of straight dudes in our underwear. Cool. Let's do another line.
Could happen.
Yeah.
This is so lame. Yeah. So like, this fool.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm so pissed that got taken away, man.
Thanks for saying that, man.
Dude, it was so funny, and I loved watching you guys on that because it's clear you were having so much fun.
Yeah.
Can't necessarily say the same for what's his name? The lead.
Chris Estrada.
Yeah, thank you. Chris.
Julio, Negative Nancy.
Chris is.
I just play.
Chris is one of those dudes who you just like I'd see him kill, and I'm like, "How are you?" And he's like, "I'm okay."
I was all right. Yeah. That's
like
classic Chris. Yeah.
Writes such good jokes. He had that joke where he's like, he knew he was in love with his girlfriend when he started fantasizing about getting shot in front of her.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I wish I had that joke.
So good, man.
You know what I mean? It's
he's like very punk rock in a lot of ways. You know, just like, fuck, everything's fucked up.
Yeah. He's kind of got that dark thing. When you make fun of him for looking older than he is on the show, it's like, I would never say it. We all thought it.
Yeah.
Not even,
he knows.
Not even anything. It's just his demeanor. It's his style.
Yeah.
You know? But he's throwback. Man. I mean, he reminds me of the guys that I used to hang out with in like the late 80s and early 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
Like in punk rock shows and shit. Like that was that guy. I knew that guy, you know.
Yeah.
He put out a zine, you know, and he listened to the Smiths and you know, that was for sure. Like it's like I didn't know Chris then, but I knew Chris then. You know?
Right.
So, but yeah, that show is so great and it was such a great concept, but I think it was almost I often wonder sometimes if something is too LA for the rest of the country sometimes.
Yeah, you know? I know. You know,
which I think is bullshit because I think LA to me is demonstrates the most Americanness to my mind.
Right.
Like of any other city because it's like a city state. And I always say when people shit on LA when no matter where I go, I just always have.
Yeah.
People have never been there. It's the only place I've ever heard of where people who've never been shit on it. But they shit on it for the wrong. They think it's all Rodeo Drive or Hollywood.
Yeah, they don't.
It's
a
city state.
I mean,
and the thing I like about LA is everyone's here. Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. Every ethnicity, every sexuality, every viewpoint.
Yeah.
Right, left, center, up, down. Everybody's here. Everyone comes here and they stay here. And I like that because I get to have all these different unique perspectives. And I think this fool was so great because it was obviously kind of like a homeboy bakery kind of situation, but with the drug outreach and stuff, and you know this guy's relationship with his family, and it was this thing where, you know, I hate the fact that you can put shows out, you can put a movie out and have any viewpoint, and he's like, okay, well I watched the whole movie for a show. So many times people have to be like, oh, I have to see exactly myself in it, and that's why we have so many of these shows where it's just, you know, white family, same old jokes, not a lot of depth to it, not a lot of stakes. You know what I mean? With like, you know, even his that toss off joke about fantasizing getting shot in front of his girlfriend. You know, he's a guy from East LA, where it's just like that shit happens. You know,
right?
So anyway, but yeah, so I miss it, but yeah, you killed it on that show, dude.
So thanks, man. Yeah. Me and Chris have been friends for a long time. Like our relationship in real life is very similar to that. Like on this full, so thankfully that chemistry translated, you know, to the
100%
screen. But yeah, I was surprised. Even like all the East Coast outlets, all that gave it like rave reviews because that was like a thing too. I'm like, man, this might be too LA, but even like those East Coast outlets gave it a lot of love. You know? And I don't know.
It's like I'm just looking for something. I'm like, maybe this is why. I'm not
no.
It's not a good reason.
I totally get what you're saying.
Also,
and I do think there's people out there like, oh yeah, my friends over here didn't get it because they don't know LA, or there might be some people that say that or think that, but in the end it was a good show. You know, it still got perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes, but I think it was just like a perfect storm too of maybe the marketing and then the strike just kind of like did us in,
the timing was tough, and I think it's also we live in the era where hedge funds own all the studios, and they'll be like, yeah, well, we can keep this show going for, you know, this 15 million and stuff, but if we just throw it away, you know what I mean, we get to keep this much of that million. You know, it's right. I mean, it's just like it's bullshit. It's all just numbers on a sheet.
Yeah.
It's like, it's business, but hedge fund types, it's just profit or death. So it's like, and that's not how entertainment works. You know,
right.
It's like you can make something.
I know, man. It's just like there's so many shows too that just go a couple seasons. You know, we're like, but yeah, it's just like it doesn't stop, man. Every day or touring, even walking around LA, just every day, so many, you know, people come up and just like, oh man, you know, this fool, and I'm just like, I know, man.
Dude, because it was great.
Yeah,
it is great, and it's just frustrating the amount of work people put into it, and the cast was so dope in that show, man. Like. But I mean, you'll get more, obviously, especially now that you're kind of like cresting this wave. Got Allie directed your special. That's dope.
Yeah.
How was that working with her?
Oh, great, man. I mean, you know, she's known me since I started doing stand-up. So, you know, obviously, you know, I saw her blow up, her success after Baby Cobra, and then now her, multiple Emmys and Golden Globes and stuff. It's been so cool to see, and then I was doing some tour dates with her. She runs a 2-man show, so you just do half an hour. You do half an hour, and then you bring her up.
Okay.
And then we were kind of like joking around about it, like her, maybe like us doing a special together. And then she just hit me up one day. She's like, "Yo, you want to get serious about this?" So I'd love to. She's like, "If you're into it, I'd be, I'm open to directing and producing your first 1 hour stand-up special." And I'm like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Dude, I'd be honored."
Absolutely.
I was like, "Let's do it." And then the timing just worked out perfectly, where Hulu was announcing they were gonna launch this slate of stand-up specials.
That's right. Yeah.
So, we ran it by other places, obviously, but Hulu came in, hard, and so they were like, "It's like, all right, let's do it."
Yeah, it's dope. Yeah, and the name of special is great. Like, damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy.
Because damn, that's crazy. It should be on like the Los Angeles flag. Like, it's just what was it when it was just like an angry guy's face, and it's like when I've said my 17th damn, that's crazy, and they're still talking.
Right. You're like, bro, damn, that's crazy. All right, bro.
Man.
Wrap it up.
Come on. But it's like your story is fucking crazy. So it's like it works.
Right.
It is a crazy ass story.
Up to, the multiple whatever meanings.
It's good.
Of it,
I like that where it's kind of it lands the plane really well. That's
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Thanks,
I feel lame that I haven't watched the special yet.
Nah, you're all good.
Like,
shit. You don't.
But
like, you see me on stage enough, or you probably get it.
A lot
what
of
it is,
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them. But it's like I want to see the whole. The whole meet. Where'd you shoot it?
In Portland, at this place called Revolution Hall.
Oh, dude, I love Revolution Hall.
Yeah, great place, right?
Great room.
I love that venue, man. Yeah. It's just it's very Portland spot, like an old high school converted to.
Yeah.
Like venue, like I think there's like a pizzeria, rooftop bar there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like an old high school. The lockers are still in there.
Yeah.
But the theater, the auditorium, they converted to a the performance hall's great, man. The sound system's dope.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I had done a show there some years back, and me and Ali flew up to Portland one day. Just for the day, we flew in real early, and then we hit like maybe 10 venues, and then we settled on, we're not settled on. We chose Revolution Hall.
Cool.
And it worked. It was perfect, man. It worked out perfect. We shot two shows. We filmed 2 shows in one night.
Yeah.
And then
perfect.
Got the special out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm biased because I'm from Portland, but it's such a good comedy town, man.
Dude,
always.
It's funny, dude.
Shows.
I know. I know. I was hoping you'd bring that up because it was like. Everybody's like, why? Their first reaction of like when I tell them I shot it in Portland, like, well, why Portland? Why not in LA? Like,
sure, of course.
Or like somewhere, they just weren't expecting Portland. I was like, dude, Portland's a good comedy town, homie. Like, I always do Helium out there, and the crowds are, we always sell out. The crowds are always amazing. They're just, they're with it.
Yeah.
So I purposely skipped a year and a half in Portland, just anticipating I was going to shoot my special there.
It's great.
And it worked out perfect, man. Like the crowds are great.
Yeah.
And then, they're just like, it's like you said, they're a good comedy town, and they're just like, they're ready for it. Homie.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, all right. Just like,
yeah. And it's like, it's really like a lot of young comics go there to start. Because there's always shows. Like Quinones lives there now. Like he bought a house there a couple years ago, and he lives in Portland, and he goes up more than I do. I'm sure. Like when I'm in LA, it's supposed to be,
it's supposed to be 3 sets a night.
Yeah, totally. It's not New York, but it's still. I think it's more of a low stakes place to go and work on your stuff and work on your voice. And figure out who you want to be on stage. As opposed to going right to New York or right to LA, and industry sees you and gets this wrong idea for you.
Or you can, those places like that, or like I started doing stand up in San Francisco, and I'm glad I moved up there when I think I was 19 or 20, and then like a few years after I moved up there, I started doing stand up. But I'm grateful I started there because it was a better place to like hone your craft. It's more stage time. And I think, you'd be like 2-3 months in and you're already getting 10, 15-minute sets, and then just like, whereas in LA or New York, you maybe get caught more of a bubble. It's a little more, I don't know, I don't want to say saturated, but they're just more fools.
100%.
Just like
so many.
And then it was just like, so, and I'm not saying everybody has their own path. I'm not saying it's bad to start in those places. I just thought, I'm just grateful that I started somewhere where I was getting more stage time and, kind of like it was like a more, diverse environment to hone your craft and shit, whereas and
I think San Francisco's got it's got that little bit more of that weird element where people are like they want to see something different, so you can kind of you can dick around a little bit more on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like I just was in New York last week and I did some sets. And anytime I'd kind of try to dick around, it's like the audience was kind of like withdrawn, and I was like, "Oh, they just want jokes.
Oh,
They want
crazy!
shit,
They're like,
kind
okay,
of thing."
cool. He thinks he could
Which
just
is
hang out on
fine.
stage. Huh? Like,
I wasn't like that, but I was. There are people going up like that I was watching. It's like the jokes are like not like amazing, but it's like, oh, that's a joke. That's a written joke that would work on a page. You could just read it. Kind of thing.
yeah.
I respect that. People can just kind of. But it's
Right.
like it's not exactly what I do in a sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I kind of bring more of a storytelling thing to it, generally speaking.
Yeah.
I had them, but I could see them kind of. You're kind of yanking them out of their comfort zone a little bit. So you either want jokes or they want crowd work, kind of thing. And I think, if you're starting from just doing those two things, it's not really a great place to start. You kind of want to just do whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like if you want to do just jokes, that's great. But that's, exactly. So I think San Francisco is great like that. Chicago, where I started out, was like, same kind of thing.
Chicago's dope, man.
Yeah, man, where it's still got the kind of like art house crowd, the musicians and stuff. They want to hear like something weirder or whatever. Like that.
Hell
so
yeah.
Very fun. Yeah. And like I was just in Vegas this past weekend. My mom turned 80 and she's never been to Las Vegas before. So we took my mom, and my dad. And my wife and I took my mom and my dad, and we went to the No Kings protest, and like everybody had the inflatables, like the frog and shit.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, "That's from Portland. That's where I'm from. That's Portland." She's like taking credit and shit. It was so funny because they got like now in Portland there's a guy that just rolls up with a whole clothes rack of those inflatables, and he just gives them out. He's like, "What do you want to be? You want to be a frog? You want to be a unicorn? You want to be?"
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like.
Since we're in a war zone, the war zone of Portland, might as well.
Everything's on fire.
War zone. Yeah.
In this coffee shop.
Here, put this unicorn thing on.
I mean, it's like it shows the power of absurdity and comedy because all these guys are just fucking flak jacketed up, and it's just a big inflatable frog. It's like, are you gonna shoot this guy? You can't shoot this guy. Whereas it's just a civilian. Just bouncing, twerking in front of him and shit. So anyway, but yeah. But like, so right now, are you on the road?
I'm taking a little break. I'm doing some spots around LA, but at the end of January, kicking off a new tour.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's good. So you're just here for the holidays around now. Then.
Yeah.
Okay,
just chilling.
That's good. Cool.
We're going on a little vacation. I've been trying to go on a vacation for a while now.
Oh, where are you going?
Thailand.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yep.
I don't think I've never been in Thailand. Wow.
Me neither.
Why'd you choose Thailand?
It's always a place like a lot of homies hype it up, and then I've just been wanting to go there. Like I've only been to Japan and Asia, and then I've been all through Europe, Central America, South America, all that stuff. And then so I'm like, man, I want to hit Thailand, And so a homie of mine, Esteban Orio, he's like a LA legend, photographer.
Yeah.
He's going out there to shoot the vegetarian festival, and it's not just like about the food. It's a 200-year anniversary of this festival.
Whoa.
So they do like crazy ceremonies, piercings, tattooing, like some wild shit, and he's going to photograph it. So he's in Vietnam right now. He's gonna meet us out there. But yeah, we leave. My cousins come with me. We're leaving tonight at 11:30. Our flight leaves.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
So you landed this morning. You landed this morning.
Yeah.
You went to the Lakers party. You came here to do this podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you again. And then you're gonna go
pack and then head to Thailand, homie. Yeah. Yeah, but it's honestly, I've been grateful, homie, because it's been like I'm like, obviously the industry's gone a lot of weird directions and stuff like that. But thank God I've been pretty busy.
Yeah,
like busiest I've ever been. And then with the special coming out, you'd have to do a press run, of
course.
And so it was just like that's like the work part, because that's not the funnest part for us.
Sure.
But like. I had to do a bunch in LA. Then I was in New York last week, and you get picked up at like 6 a.m. You're like, all right, hit this spot, and you have to be like, okay, so please watch my special. You're like selling yourself, to these different audiences, and you're just like hoping for the best. And I'm just like, don't say anything stupid, especially I did Good Morning America, and I was like, don't say anything stupid, I was like, yeah, please, like, and then you're just like nonstop. And then so I finally finished that up this week, and then so I'm finally getting this vacation in. But yeah, I've been trying to take a vacation since, people shoot a special. Usually they like plan something after. I just was like, bat. So it was just like, yeah.
I think that's still better though, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially because it's like, if you don't, I don't think working yourself to death is the answer to kind of keeping straight and everything. But I know, they say like, idle hands are the devil's workshop.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're just like,
that,
I'm just gonna stay in this apartment by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what the pandemic did to me. That's when I got addicted to cocaine.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2020 got you that way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I make fun of this on stage about how, you had in 2020, you had comedians going up to people like in farmers markets. Can I talk about my dick to you? I'm not, please. But like, because we all had, it was gone. Our job was gone.
Gone, bro.
And
the Zoom shows are so sad, bro. So depressing.
So bad. But I still did them.
Me
just
too.
To fucking
like,
exercise.
I have a Zoom show today at 5:30.
So bad. Yeah. And but I lucked out because my daughter was born in August of 2020. So I had someone for that, a pregnant wife to take care of. So I got her. I got to be on call. I got whatever, drive to the hospital if we need to, anything like that. The baby was born. Just take care of this baby all the time. So it's like I was the lucky one of all the comedians because I had something to focus on other than, we're all, what's this fuck? Forget, Pete Morrill was like, it takes you 10 years to get good at stand-up. It takes you 2 weeks of not doing stand-up to get bad at stand-up. It's been a fun run. You know what I mean? Like, we're all like, we're going to suck. And it's like, it's not true. But
right. Yeah,
we all had that.
2 weeks isn't enough time.
Dude, you got bombarded with loneliness. You got bombarded with my job is gone. You got bombarded with what is the point of my job? You got bombarded with I have no connection right now, which we as comedians, we need. I mean, I talk about it on stage. I genuinely believe this is the one thing, anything live on stage is the one thing AI can never reproduce or copy because, I say this in my act. I was like, I might shit myself right now. We'll see. You know what I mean? Like no one knows what's going to happen next.
Right.
You got to live in the moment. And I don't remember the last thing I streamed or scrolled, but I remember every show I've ever seen, because you had that connection because everybody in Revolution Hall was as important as you are on stage.
For sure.
Right? You know what I mean?
I'm a believer in that.
It's
I
definitely,
agree with you 1,000%.
It's community. It's community. That's why they build.
The energies, baby.
That's why they build clubs with low ceilings. This is our tribe. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, dude, to have all of that land on you, like, it's not surprising that anyone would turn to substances. You know what I mean? Like, that must have been tough, man. It must have been
I mean, the statistics on it were crazy. Like alcohol sales, drug sales, therapy, all that shit went up. I was part of that. But I was just like, I was living alone too. I had just moved in by myself, like not too much before the pandemic hit. So it was just like, fuck, man. It was just like a recipe for that's when it was like the idle times, the devil's playground. And I already kind of started making some money before the pandemic hit. So I kind of had money to spend on drugs, and I just had my little tackle box of just a bunch of shit, man.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Like what am I gonna do today? And then I'll do that for 3 days, and then cry for a day, and then just go right back to it.
Of course, that's how it works. I mean, I had a friend he's been sober probably 10 years now, but I think one reason, like we were always in Chicago, we were always big drinkers. That was our thing. Never really fucked with cocaine too much, weed a little. Once we got to LA, I first tried cocaine in LA, like you do. It's kind of like the home of it, and like what? Like I dug it because it let me drink longer. Alcohol's always been my thing. Like I still drink, not like I used to, but it's like I do have those conversations with myself and go, well, there'll come a day where I'll be like, I got to let this go in my life. You know what I mean? I got this daughter. We'll see. We'll see. But like, it is that thing. But if the one you like the most, and that's always been mine. But that said, we all we were always drinking on and off stage in Chicago back in the days. It was in our 20s. And so this guy, Mike, I don't think he'd care, Bridenstine, he started booking a bunch of commercials when he first got to LA. And it's like, that's the best gig ever. Cause you work for 6 hours and you have these checks that just come. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did a couple commercials that were just like, oh, okay, this is how it works.
The checks just roll in. And you're like, it's perfect recipe for substance abuse because you have all this idle time.
Yeah.
You're making money like you have a job.
Yeah.
But you don't have to get up for a job.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you wake up hungover. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that check's going to come.
That check.
Yeah. So it's this thing where you have to be, when I did that, when I first moved to LA with Kyle and I started getting these commercials, I remember it got it in my head where I was like, oh no, I got to really keep doing stand up. You know what I mean? I got to get on the road. I got to stay good because that's not real. That ad isn't real. That's fun that I get these checks coming in and I can buy groceries and beer for the house and stuff like that. But like, I gotta, remember, thankfully I had this headspace.
You've been pretty steady in the commercial game
lately. I did a progressive ad that had a good run. That was cool.
Okay, that's what the last one was. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, there's that. Yeah.
And I did at the end of 2020 actually. Like I got for the Super Bowl 2021, I booked a Super Bowl ad and I hadn't worked in a year, hadn't had any money come in. And they called me over the phone and you booked it and this is how much they're going to offer you. And it was like a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And I hung up and I don't know if I talked about this. I think I've talked about this in the show, but I started shaking like that part in Captain Phillips where they're bandaging him up and he realized the pirates are gone and he just fucking his body. Cause it hit me how much it was laying on me that I hadn't been providing for my family. I mean, I had my job went away. My wife's didn't, but so she was paying for everything. I was taking care of the kid, but it was like, just to have that thing come in and it was like this, Yeah. So like to have that, so you know what it is to have those checks rolling in, but it's just like, I've been there where you're like,
man, you start like, have all these crazy thoughts and maybe it's time to hang it up. Maybe and then all of a sudden you get something like that. You're like, oh wait, no, it's not over yet.
Right. Yeah. Cause I'm sure, I mean, I think, I talked to my therapist about this, how like, I definitely have negative, thoughts in my head a lot, like negative self-image, negative,
I mean,
things. It's kind of
comedians.
We're the dog shit of the earth, man. But like I would say stuff to her, be like she'd be like, that's really dark, and I go, it is, I said to her, because I'm trying to be more prolific on the road, trying to be more, or not prolific, productive, just trying to write more, and not be like, because I used to be like, oh, I'll go hit like a brewery and have a couple beers, and I'll go do the show, and then I'll have a couple more beers, that kind of thing. Just trying to like be more of a writer and focused on stuff, and because I'm really just bored, and how it is when you're waiting to go on stage, you're just like, I have nothing to do right now, So I was thinking about making a little sign. I put it on the wall of the hotel that say, "Rose's dad can do better," and the therapist was like, "That's really dark, man." And I was like, "It is?" She's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I think that should be the name of your next special on." So like,
Rose's dad could do better.
But it's like,
is crazy.
It is crazy because it's like, I realized, I was like, oh, when I said it out loud, I was like, yeah, you're just kicking your own ass.
Right.
That doesn't help. You know what I mean?
That is pretty.
When you were like, after that third day of using,
I get why you would write that though, but it is pretty like, fuck, I'll be like,
come on,
easier.
Yeah. But I'm sure you were like that on that third day of using, where you're like, I'm a piece of shit.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not true.
I would say that shit out loud. I'd be like, I hate you. I hate myself. Or I would be like, I hate you, motherfucker. Like,
Jesus.
It got dark on me.
Yeah, man. That's tough.
You talk to yourself. I would talk to, like, the shit that I would say to myself in my head, I would never tell, like, any other person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's crazy to fucking put yourself there.
Yeah.
Just get used to it, where it's just like, routine,
And I think you probably have that thing that I have, that a lot of people have, where it's like, you realize, you are like, I'm like, oh, I'm not that judgmental of a person. It's like, yes, I am. It's mostly about me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, put myself down. Yeah, well, I'm not good enough, or this, that, or the other. But like other people, I give them a lot of rope. Just like, oh yeah, I shouldn't think that. I shouldn't.
That's
what
crazy,
I mean?
homie. It's like, people always, oh, Frank, you're such a nice guy. Well, not to myself,
Right. Yeah.
Now I am, but
good.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And I'm getting better at that too, where I'm just like, why are,
yeah, you don't still put that sign up in the hotel, right? All right, cool.
I never did. I thought about it. I was like, this will be a motivator. And I'm just like, the therapist is like, no.
Yeah.
That's going to make
that's not
probably
a positive
make you try the harder stuff again.
Right.
Like, oh. Yeah, I mean, the thing, it's so funny that you kind of hit your bottom in 2020 and then got your way out. But like, 2020, I don't know who said it. They're like, yeah, we're all living the serenity prayer now,
right.
Because it is. That's all it was that whole year. But then I realized, no, that's the key to everything, sober or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like I knew that prayer when I was a kid from my parents. It's just kind of like, yeah, that's the most adaptive one to the way to look at
that
life.
One kind of applies to everybody.
Yeah, it's not just for 12-steppers.
Exactly.
It's for everybody. You know, if they're smart.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we're all banging our head against the wall about stuff we can't change. And it's like, this is wasted energy, man.
Wasting energy, homie.
Yeah,
Can't do nothing about that.
I take so many opportunities to work on my my patience, work on, I've a bit of an anger problem. So we're not fucking flip out in traffic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You've just got to find that little bit of breathing room to make for yourself before you fucking react. So I'll do the same thing. Like, you get yourself and wait, hold up. Let me assess this. Like, no, homie, think, hey, good, and then you react or respond. But it's like you have to earn that. You have to like work on yourself to get that
100%.
That little space before you react.
Dude, I had a guy on the plane today where I was like, I go over to the compartment. There's like tiny bag, big bag. I have my backpack. I put my backpack on top of this tiny bag, the backpack, right?
Yeah.
And this dude sitting gets up and is like, hey, if you cannot put your bag on top of my bag, that'd be great. And I'm like, and part of me was like wanted to be like, the fuck? And I looked at his bag and I was about to say, yeah, it's pretty small, like fuck with him. But it was just like, it's like, this guy's so angry. I'm not going to throw fucking gunpowder onto this fucking raging fire. I'm just going to move my bag, like go, all right, move my bag and then sit down with my wife. I'm like, I'm not taking your energy with me, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know how much money you lost in Las Vegas.
Right.
Wasn't with me. Yeah. It was just like, it's crazy. Like he just fucking angry. It's like, it was a backpack, dude. I put my backpack on top of your backpack.
Yeah, it's just two backpacks on top of each other. It's like, what do you got in there?
Is your bag full of fine china? Like that's what I said to my wife. I was like, I guess
ceramic balonies or what?
I don't know what, but it's just that thing where there'd be a time where where my wife would be like, don't say anything, like just let it go, kind of thing.
But you were able to just be like,
and just be like, I just kind of sat down, kind of laughing, which is like, all right, man,
ooh,
why are you so mad, dude?
Sorry to brush up on your Jansport backpack like that.
Please. Please. Yeah. But it's and that's done wonders for me. I think a lot of that is just having a kid where I'm kind of like, I can't blow up in front of this child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I lose my temper with her, I'm ashamed for days.
Yeah.
And like, I'll sit down with her on the ground when she's like, and I'll be like, I'm so sorry about that the other day. And she'll be like, what? She forgot.
Yeah, she forgot.
It's
but
gone. Yeah.
But still, though, it's important that you do sit down and be like, just say it.
Yeah. Because they don't have it's. I always say that like they're like child psychologists. Like they have emotions too big for them to handle. I'm like, so do I. I have emotions too big to handle.
Yeah.
What about me?
Yeah.
Can't you give me space?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you don't have any kids, right?
No.
Okay.
I got 2 godchildren, my sister's kids. I baptized both of them, but
nice.
Yeah.
Any plans? Any
dreams? I'm still open to it, but yeah.
Because you're married.
No, not married.
Okay.
Never been married. No kids. Yeah.
But you still you have a long time person though, right?
Yeah. We're Oh no. Yeah. We're separated right now. But
sorry, I stepped in that.
No.
Should I ask you before the show?
Sorry, man. Fuck. No, it's bad. Nah, we're good though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, hopefully things will work out how they're meant to work out.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I'm grateful that she's still in my life.
Okay,
so it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's what I remember times I've hung out with you years past, where I think you and I both kind of had the jumpy gene, where it's just like,
oh right, yeah,
gotta go. Get on stage, got to get a drink, got to, can't leave any silence. But like, dude, you seem so settled now when I come across you.
Way different, yeah.
And I don't think it's just the sobriety,
like the jumpy gene.
I don't think, you know what I mean? I don't think it's just the I don't think it's just the success. I don't think it's just the sobriety. I think, it's a third thing that you kind of, I'm sure that all that stuff helped, especially this.
Yeah, I think they all helped each other. Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, it's cool to see, man. I want to say.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Man. Hell yeah.
What's next for you? Anything like?
Yeah, not much.
Just the tour.
Just just getting ready for the tour, and then we shot a couple things. We shot a movie with Segura called El Tigre.
Oh
yeah,
how was that? Was that fun?
Yeah, that was fun, really fun. I got to work with Luke Wilson. He was super nice.
Oh, that's cool.
And then Genesis Rodriguez was great. But anyways, Tim Baltz is in
Tim Baltz.
Like,
I was about to say that's my buddy.
Yeah, that's the homie, man. He's so funny. But and I started doing this kind of like Pee-wee's Playhouse, like Between Two Ferns vibe with Creepers, called Creepers Crib, live from my grandpa's garage. And then it's kind of like, I got a little studio where I replicated my grandpa's garage. And it's kind of straight up like Pee-wee's Playhouse, except it's Creepers theme. But
holy shit! And do the little
you got to slide through the neighborhood one day. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, absolutely. Do the things like do you have like the talking?
Yeah, the water.
furniture?
Rudy, the water heater, talks. Hey, Homer. Yeah, and then my slipper, the pantufla, he talks like the torn slipper. He talks. Hey, fool. Yeah. So
this is fucking genius, dude. Is this out now?
The first episode's out, yeah.
Where?
Kirk Fox did it. It's just on YouTube. Like it's called Creeper's Crib, live from my grandpa's garage. Yeah. Oh. I just wanted something that I could just, not have to do any notes on and all that, and just do my own thing.
I love that,
man. So that's been fun. Yeah.
That's so dope. Yeah, I mean, and Kirk's so funny, man.
Yeah,
Kirk's one of those guys. He'll get on. I don't think he gives a shit if he does well or not on stage. Like he always does well, but it's like.
That's what helps him do well because he doesn't give a shit.
Doesn't give a shit, And like I remember being backstage with him at a comedy store, and he's like, so what are we doing now? Just in general, I'm like, hey man, we're living, we're still living, and he goes, why? I'm like, I can't answer that question, man. I hope you don't kill yourself, dude.
Right, yeah.
But that's so funny. He directs it.
Yeah, no. He was just the first guest. He actually is going to be recurring because he lives in a van in my grandpa's neighborhood. Yeah, because he had the talk show, the test, and then now he's lost everything. He's in the van, but he's more happy now. Yeah. So the guests kind of get written in like they're in the neighborhood for some reason. Yeah.
Dude, that's so great. Dude, I'm gonna come up with a guy. I'll pitch you.
Please do. Okay. Yeah, Tim Baltz played like my thirsty neighbor who like Airbnbs his property. He's like a rep in the industry. But he comes over for the Halloween episode, he comes over dressed as Creeper, like, hey, yeah. He's so
the whitest guy alive.
Yeah, the whitest guy, bro. And he's so funny in it.
So good. Yeah, dude. Tim, I did a comedy festival with him where he goes and he has this character that he's done like Comedy Bang Bang a lot, I guess. He's like a Canadian dude, and the whole joke he just talks about all the parties he hit the night before and exactly what he drank, and the list is so long. The list of drinks is so long that you're like fucking crying laughing because it doesn't stop with all the because there's those guys you're like, wait, how much did you have? Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah.
We want a friend like that.
Yeah. That's so good. Okay, so and what's that called?
What, the Creeper's Crib?
Yeah, Creeper's Crib.
Creeper's Crib, live from my grandpa's garage. Yeah.
Does your grandpa ever come out?
No, we want to get him in some exterior shot because he's turned 97 in July.
Whoa,
he's still doing his thing, man.
That's dope, man.
We gotta get some interstitials or something with me kicking it with him. Yeah.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah. Even if he doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Like if you're just being animated, you're doing the Creeper thing, and he's just completely silent the whole time. That'd be. But
he's still a jokester, man. He's storyteller.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. But and Creeper was based on your dad, wasn't it?
Yeah. Creeper, my dad and my godfather, his best friend. Yeah.
Oh, it was both of them?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. And so, Creeper channels a lot of things. Straight up my dad, though, because my dad was like definitely back in the day, old school Cholo Stilo.
Yeah.
Always had a lowrider. Used to have the little chain steering wheel in his lowrider. Yeah. Dickies, Crease, white tee, all that. But one of the most positive people I know, So
cool.
He's not a fitness instructor, but I use the fitness aspect to tap into the positivity and shit like that. Yeah, just wanting to help people. Yeah,
that's great. Yeah, I love that angle because it's like those are the people who like. I tried to do like a sketch, write a sketch once that was like the negative fitness instructor, and it's like almost impossible.
Yeah,
because they don't, because all you do, you're just being an asshole. You know what I mean? You can't,
right.
That doesn't help people.
That's funny. Yeah.
It's like that's like I do Peloton stuff everywhere I go. Like I'll have it on my phone or like I'm do like something in my room if there's no gym at the hotel, whatever kind of thing.
Yeah,
and it's like they're all just so positive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, you ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
lose your
all right,
negative
man.
self-image.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today is different than yesterday. You might have different aches and pains. You might not have as
Yeah.
much energy as yesterday. And you're like, oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So what are you looking forward to most in Thailand besides like the vegetarian festival?
Honestly, man, I just want to chill on the beach.
You
We're
just wanna-
doing like
yeah.
some island hopping in Phuket or whatever, and so yeah, I just want to lay on the beach and just not do anything.
Yeah.
But
Perfect.
But I'm excited to obviously eat the food there and
Sure.
everything and try everything out. And yeah, we're gonna stop in Bangkok for a few days too. Just
Wow.
I know it's a happening city.
Mm-hmm.
So I got some good recommendations and homies kind of guiding me. And my buddy Esteban that's gonna be out there. He's been out. This is like his 14th time there or
Whoa.
something. So yeah,
That's wild,
I'm excited
man.
to have kind of like a lightweight tour guide to show me what's up. out
That's
there.
great.
But yeah,
Oh,
really, I just
man.
want to check it out and eat and chill.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Thai food is the best. Like
Yeah.
my just remember this. My girlfriend that I had in Chicago back in my 20s, she, long after we broke up, got back together with her ex and they moved to Thailand together and they had a kid there.
Oh, wow.
And this kid evidently speaks Thai and doesn't like speaking English,
Oh, wow.
but the kid's white. And I found that out and I was like, I want to take this kid to a Thai restaurant and just be like,
trip 'em
speak
out.
Thai. And when the waiter comes over, be like, what'd you do to my kid?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
My kid won't speak English anymore.
What the hell? What'd she eat? What's in this food? His pad Thai is too good at this restaurant. Oh man, now I want Thai food.
Yeah, I
Jesus
know,
Christ.
right?
Yeah. So like coming back from everything, when you started doing stand up, once you made the choice to kind of make some changes and stuff,
Yeah.
did you take some time off there, or were you still just going up as you're working through all this stuff?
Well, I was kind of, I went to rehab,
Yeah.
and then and then I was like, had these stints of sobriety and then I would go be like, oh no, you know what? I could drink again. I'm just gonna drink.
Of course.
No drugs though, and obviously that never lasted,
Right.
because I just took one night where I was like, oh, I only had 3 cocktails, and and I'll go home and then be like, see, I'm normal, But then people are like, that's not normal, right? Like that you're counting your drinks, and they'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, you successfully had a night out, and then eventually, I think I did that for about almost 3 months of just alcohol.
Sure.
But then it just took one night. I think I was at the Hollywood Improv actually, and then it just took one person like, you want to party? Have a little bit of coke, and I'm like, and I already had a few drinks in me. I'm like,
Sure.
all right, let's go. 'Cause
So
my nostrils start expanding like on the third or fourth drink. I'm just like, like, oh, this cocktail's good, but
Yeah.
could use a little something else though.
First
then-
thing alcohol affects is your judgment.
Yeah.
First thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like, you take that first couple sips and you're just like, you know what? I don't think I need to worry about that thing I was going to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like it's just,
Or just like, fuck
No,
it, let's
yeah,
party. I just wanna
absolutely.
feel good. But and then I went through but then I started getting bigger chunks of sobriety. Now I got like almost a year this time. So it's like,
oh, nice.
but I just went all in this time. I'm like, no, like half stepping or no, like, yeah, maybe I could just drink and no
Right.
drugs. And that's all gone, homie. Like I tried every little maneuver or whatever.
Yeah.
And then so, I started getting, but that first chunk of sobriety I had to get over that hump of getting on stage sober, because I wouldn't go on stage fucked up, but I would have at least a shot or something, just like muscle memory, just like
Right.
have a shot, just, hey, let's get
Yeah,
loose,
sure.
And then, so I was going up there. I wasn't bombing or anything, but I was just in my head, like,
Yeah.
but people were telling me, you're going to get over that hump. You're going to get over that hump. You're going to get funnier and da-da-da. And I don't know when that day was, but I passed that hump,
Yeah.
and then I was able to just go on stage, and now I just, I feel more present
Yeah.
on stage and da-da-da. But it's that first part sucks, man.
Yeah.
And then just being at airports and comedy clubs, and I had to travel with a sober companion for like the first, I don't know how many months, 4 or 5 months.
Wow.
I needed somebody with me.
Was
just
it
as,
like
an anchor,
just
or
like
like,
someone in the program with you,
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
like an old friend?
Yep.
Or okay,
Because
cool.
that's a business, like sober companion firms or whatever.
Oh no.
Agencies.
Oh yeah. No, I mean,
And it's expensive, bro.
They're I won't say his name, but there's a comic who's famously had a lot of substance problems, and his agent or manager would hire one of those guys, and he would pay the guy more to lie. Laugh at least once. And not saying that they, most of these guys probably treat it as kind of a sacred pact, but there's got to be that one who's just like, I sure could use the money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thankfully, I hired a sober companion before, and they're like $1,000 a day, homie, and you got to pay their travel.
Whoa.
And she's like, fuck. But then, thankfully, I had the homie of mine who works mobilely from his computer. And
cool.
He's like, I'll roll with you just to be of service.
Oh, that's great, dude.
And he's like, and if you decide to drink, you get me a ticket home right away. And then and I was like, all right, cool. And then I never drank again. And then I reached a point where I was like, all right, we both agreed, like, all right, I think you got it now. Just the anxiousness went away, me being in a bar and all that.
Yeah.
Now I go see my DJ homies, whatever, and I'm not even tripping. I just have like a Red Bull maybe and just, I'm just like, because it's just like, it sounds fun to do it, but then the aftermath is just total darkness. You know what I'm saying, homie? You just start dancing with death within like, a couple days,
Yeah.
And you're like, you get into that cloud of like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Don't wake up.
Well, and the thing we don't pay attention to, I think a lot of it as adults, is that everybody is this close to that kind of danger in one way or the other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like right now, there's a guy who's probably having a little bit more than he should at Chili's, and he's going to drive his family home, and he might run that shit into a tree. You know what I mean? Like right now.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a guy who might like pop off like that guy that I was on the plane with.
Yeah.
I told him to fuck himself and he fucking stabbed me or something. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Who knows? I mean, yeah.
We're all that close when you're not present. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like in sobriety, from what I've a lot of friends in the program, a lot of friends with Bill, a lot of friends, Narcotics Anonymous. It's this, the thing, one of the hardest things about sober is that being sober is you always feel everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like but then that makes your living more honest, where you kind of recognize, I wasn't drinking to have fun. I was drinking to numb myself.
Yeah.
And
like I always, my outlook on it was, hey, I like to party for fun.
Sure, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, after the whole pandemic, and I did, when I partied, I'd partied. But I would go like on a bender like maybe once a month. Like ecstasy was my drug of choice.
Oh, okay.
It's like and just high fives everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the cocaine is what got me, what took me to the ground.
Sure.
And then it's like you said, I always wanted to be around people. Like where's the ladies, where's the homies, whatever. I got some coke. Right. And towards the end, I just wanted to be by myself and isolation, and that's the dangerous part. But like I could obviously, a ton of my homies drink and and they can have their few drinks, catch their buzz, and they go home and it's normal.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of them have come to understand like it's not like that for me.
Right.
I don't have that privilege.
Yeah,
I don't have that thing. And then because I don't like when people are like, oh, can I have a drink around you? Is that okay? I'm like, no, don't ask me that, homie. This is my shit.
Yeah.
I can't do what you do and have a few drinks and go home.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna I'm gonna get on a sick one, homie. It's just like
well, and see, that's the thing with I used to be that person who was like, if I'm drinking, I want people with me to be drinking. And now I don't care. Like my wife, not a heavy drinker. She likes to drink, but like we were just in Las Vegas like this weekend, but she had this kind of like throat infection she was taking antibiotics for, and it's like amoxicillin. And if you drink alcohol, it makes the amoxicillin weaker. So it's like, what the fuck? So she couldn't drink the whole weekend in Vegas. And she's like, sorry. And I'm like, babe, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As long as you're having fun, you're gambling, you're having a good time.
Wait, did your 80-year-old mom get fucked up? Or?
No, she had wine. She had some wine.
Cool.
Yeah. She didn't get fucked up, but like, there are those times sometimes where I'm just like, how much wine have you drank, Mom? But
she's
like
I'm 80, motherfucker.
She was actually really good. But like, most people go to Vegas and they're just like, schmooze.
That's
fuck
what
it.
You do. I mean, yeah. I've been on some sick ones in Vegas.
Back when they said the Playboy Club at the Palms, and I played that, and this dude just took me out to clubs and would just get me into everything, and I'm like by myself, and he was like, I can get you Coke if you want, and I'm like, dude, it's 2 a.m. Please don't say it. No, I gotta go. And that's when I remember when he was like, I can get it for you. I was just like, call me cab.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
Dude. Oh man,
cannot ruin this night.
I've definitely had some fools take me to some adventures.
Oh yeah,
they're like, oh, this guy is CEO of this company. He really wants to meet you. Loves your stuff, and then you're just like off to the races. Like, what do you want? Hey, we're gonna go here now.
Anything you want.
You go to through the tunnels and then pop up here. You're just like, crazy, bro.
Town is fucking nuts.
It's nuts that place. Yeah.
So end of the show, but is there anything you want to promote?
Yeah, please watch my special. Damn, that's crazy. It's on Hulu, directed by my friend Ali Wong. And then Creeper's Crib, live from my grandpa's garage on YouTube. That's what's up.
I can't wait for that. Dude, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. It's fun kicking it.
Enjoy Thailand.
Yeah, I will. I'll report back.
Love it.
Cool, man.